Welcome back to the Boo Crew podcast. Today we are talking about Money in the Bank, the most recent Money in the Bank, 2025. Kaven, how are you feeling about it so far before we get into it? What did you think it was? Like, your thoughts?
Realistically, it was a two, maybe three match show. Even then,
Yeah,
not much moved me about the decisions anywhere, except for one thing I kind of enjoyed. But everything else seemed kind of uninspired. That's all I can say.
it felt thrown together. It felt thrown
Yeah.
together. It felt like the two Money in the Bank matches were the focus, and then everything else was built around that. It felt like Saturday Night Main Event, really. It
Lyra and
always felt
Becky
that
was
way.
good.
That was good. That
Lyra
was
and Becky
really
was
good.
really good.
That was good. That was good. I did like that. I did enjoy that, and I did like that. But we're gonna start off with the actual first match, which was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match between
This
Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Julia, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, and Stephanie. Back here.
can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
This might be the most boring Money in the Bank match that there's ever been. Like, genuinely, I felt no sense of thrill or oh, I'm nervous for what they're doing right now. Nor did I feel like at any time, oh, they're gonna win. And then when Naomi won, I was like, it was the here damn briefcase right there. I didn't obviously they did the two code reds at the same time onto the ladders, but outside of that, I cannot think of a specific big ladder match spot. Even though I know wrestling's not all about spots and everything, but
There was no dives. There were
there
no
was no
dives.
there was
Post
no
out
actual
things.
wrestling either is what I'm confused about. I can't remember one suplex, drop toe hold, punch.
I will
That match is
say,
so nothing.
I will say, watching that match, Roxanne and Julia carried that match. I felt like they did
Correct.
every single thing in that match.
Correct.
Like they were on my screen the whole night. The whole
This can
night.
sound horrible. Naomi didn't do a single thing.
Naomi did not do a single thing. Did not do a
Not a
single thing.
single thing. Rhea
I'm
Ripley, she
glad
came back. She had that spot where she took everyone
Rhea.
out.
Okay, so how I ranked it as people doing stuff, Rhea was third, but Rhea was also getting
Correct.
beat up the whole match by
Correct.
Roxanne and Julia, who were one
Yeah.
and two. Alexa would be four. Naomi surprisingly would be five. Stephanie didn't do a single thing. Stephanie did not do a single thing.
They
She
had
did her
that spot on the
She did her
ladder.
spot on the ladder. She did her spot on the ladder,
That's
which
what's up.
I guess that is more than what Naomi did. But Naomi at least
Them setting up that double code red onto the ladders took so long. I was sitting there watching it with my family and then one other person who's never watched wrestling before, and I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. And then we waited 4
never
minutes
do. Never tell
until it
somebody.
happened.
Never tell somebody a match is gonna be good. I have to do that all the time. I have to tell people, I'm like, hey, this is gonna be a good match, and then it turns out to take forever to be a good match. So what I would say though is, I wanted Roxanne to pop rock somebody off the top
Off
of
the
the ladder,
ladder,
which we're gonna get to later. Andrade ends up basically
doing it
doing what I wanted
like
to
he always
happen.
does.
Yeah, like I wanted to happen, and I was like, well, I mean, I got to see it. But as far as the results of the women's match, Naomi winning, I think that's good. Actually, I think this is the best version of Naomi we've had, in
Okay,
my
yeah.
opinion. This version of Naomi can be useful in a lot more storylines than she has ever been used, and I think what she'll do with the briefcase, it's going to be predictable. The only concern I have is failing the cash in. I don't want her to fail a cash in. I think it's too early to have the first woman to fail a cash in.
So here's my thing. We've had two, like, everyone going into this match was like, no matter who wins it, they're failing to cash in. And so with that going on in mind, we had three really, really, not, I wouldn't say young talents. We had one really, really young talent and two, new to the product talents
Mm-hmm.
with Julia, Stephanie, and Roxanne. And we decided to go with someone who's already been a world champion,
Big
who's
time.
also going to fail the cash in. In my head, I'm like, well, why wouldn't you give it to someone who can at least get extra TV time out of it, considering Naomi's already in the feud with Jade and Bianca in a way.
Wouldn't this be?
And so I'm like, why couldn't you give it on one of those three? But then in my head, the people who have failed their cash-ins with the Money in the Bank without being a world champion have amounted to nothing. Damian Sandow,
Nothing. I just
Baron
went over
Cor-
this. I just went over this. Damian Sandow,
Baron
Baron
Corbin,
Corbin.
and Austin Theory.
Yeah, and they have
And
nothing.
it's like, okay, now I kind of, and Otis, I
No, he
guess.
lost it. Miz cashed it in at
He
one
lost it
point.
to Miz, but like
Yeah, same
still
with
that
Mr. Kennedy.
counts.
Same with Mr. Kennedy. I mean,
Yeah.
but
So
if you think about it, you Naomi's not a person that can survive a failed cash in.
no, no.
No,
She's
so you can't do it to Naomi.
she is an expendable character right now.
You cannot. No, you cannot do it to Naomi. If Naomi fails this cash in, career's over. I'm plain and simple. If she fails the cash in, her career's over.
I
She's
I'm
not
not
a
saying
person
you're
that
wrong.
she's not a person that could succeed after a failed cash in, and that's the issue. Because, and then what? We'd be what 3 failed cash ins in a row with Money in the Bank, right? Drew failed.
Oh
Drew failed.
no! Oh, it's just
Drew
true.
failed. No. Oh,
Because before that, Damian Priest
and
succeeded.
EO succeeded.
Io succeeded.
Um,
Tiffany succeeded.
Theory was
Theory failed.
Theory failed.
Whoever the girls was, have always
after,
won.
Who was after Theory?
Well, was it?
Priest? No. Could have been Priest, actually. No, Jay.
No.
No, Jay didn't win either. He was just in it.
No.
Jay was in the Drew one. He was on the poster.
I don't know.
We gotta ask the historian, Jason.
Either way.
Either way,
there's not much coming out of it.
Yeah, I would rather, and I'm also concerned about the men's one too. I'm concerned about both of these Money in the Banks right now.
We'll talk to that when we get to the men's match.
We'll talk to that when we get to that one. But as far as my thoughts for this one, I'm glad Naomi did win. I'm glad this version.
I'm happy for her.
I'm happy for this version of Naomi to win.
You want to hear my take?
What's up? What's up?
She is the third Uso. Are
you just hating on the Usos right now? We don't have time to
possibly.
hate on the Usos.
I want to hate on the Usos.
We'll get to it later.
She's not a champion. She's a good second fiddle.
She's a 2-time women's champion. Am I wrong on that statement? No, she
is a 2-time. Name one title defense.
Her and Sasha Banks. I don't even think they were champions. No, she had the she won in Orlando.
She won it in Orlando, and then I don't remember a single thing after it. I was there too.
I was right there. You see it?
The hometown win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can't name a single thing after it. But that also could be a point to booking. Like, that's not completely her.
But I mean, that happens to a lot of things, though. That's a lot of people. Right?
Yeah, of course.
That's a lot of people. I think if my first choice in that match was Alexa, I thought Alexa was going to win. And then
what's your thing with Alexa? You picked Alexa to be Queen of the Ring. You picked Alexa
because they're showing Alexa on TV. I'm watching it every week, and it's like Alexa's in everything right now.
I just don't think they know what to do with her, and that's why she's on everything. They're like, oh, something's gonna stick finally.
She's on my screen every major match because she got into Money in the Bank. I was like, oh, okay. She came back for Rumble. Wasn't she in like the top 4 in Rumble? Right?
I don't know. She got a loud pop. That's all that we ever talked about.
She got a loud pop in Rumble. She came back, did that. She's teaming up with Charlotte Flair. She's like, hey, you should be my friend. Like, the Wyatt Six is back. It's a whole bunch of stuff going around. And it's like, I had Rhea, and then I had Rhea going up to it the whole week. And then the day of, I was like, they might give it to Alexa.
I thought it was going to be one of the 3 young ones.
If it was going to be one of the 3, it would have been Stephanie.
Probably.
Stephanie's like the only one they're going to give victories to. I don't think Julia's going to win a single thing for a while.
Roxanne will.
Julia's going to get lost in the shuffle.
But they're putting her with the stupid Judgment Day thing right now. And I'm like, oh, poor thing's destined for failure.
But you are with Liv, though. You are with Liv. And Liv had
Is that a good thing? Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Liv had a good storyline for the last 2 years.
Speaking of Judgment Day, our second match.
Oh, it is the second match because it's Dirty Dom
versus
Octagon.
Octagon,
which took place because we didn't have another match. Number 1, I believe that, and number 2, Worlds Collide happened that morning where Dirty Dom interrupted after the match, so it's not really interrupted, but he was talking trash to Octagon Jr. and Rey Mysterio and Octagon Jr. didn't go for it. Which Dirty Dom beat him down. I will say,
He did.
Dominic Mysterio beat somebody up.
Do you want a little history lesson on like Octagon and Pentagon?
Oh yeah,
So
they're
Octagon
the
came
same person.
first, like the original luchador, and then Pentagon was created to be like his reverse Flash, like
Yeah,
his the same thing but evil. And then Octagon was always more popular. And then finally, I guess there's like a second iteration of each of them, and then both of their kids are Octagon Junior and
yeah,
Penta
Pentagon
Junior or
Jr.
Pentagon Junior. And when Pentagon Junior debuted, he was so popular, everyone just forgot about all the other Pentagons. I mean, all the other Octagons.
Yeah,
And
it's like
so,
Zoom and Kid Flash.
yeah, exactly.
Reverse Flash. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I understood the comment when you said the comics. I'm glad you brought that up because
yeah,
I didn't know.
I'd say that was the only way you would have gotten it. I feel
Yeah, it's
like.
100%. I was like, oh, okay, it's making sense. He knows what he's talking about here.
Um,
Yeah, Dirty Dom beats Octagon Jr. down. If you watch that match, I was like, oh, Dominic's a dominant Intercontinental Champion. No interference. I mean, he did get help from Liv a little bit, but like that was towards the end. But like the
yeah,
rest of that match, I was like, Dom's actually cooking.
I think this is one of the most useless matches I've ever seen in my life.
Cutting up.
I know this is tough take, but I didn't like the match before this, and I thought this was even worse than the first match. I think this was really bad. It was showcased no one really that well. Like obviously you're saying
Showcase
Dom Cook,
Dom. It
but
showcased Dom.
Dom is we all know Dom's okay. It didn't like get him over with the fans anymore. It definitely didn't help Octagon Jr. get any sort
It
of
made
like
Octagon Jr. look worse.
it made him look worse. It didn't get him any sort of reputation with the fans. We weren't familiarized with him because he literally had zero offense.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just like, why would you add this when you could have like I don't
Honestly, they
know.
should have gave us Dom versus AJ here. For the
Yeah, sure, that would
Intercontinental
have been
title.
fine.
That would have been because you're setting up, but then you're also setting up AJ Styles versus Chad Gable. So I don't know who they're setting up for this because then you're setting up Finn and Dom, and then you're setting Finn and JD for the tag titles. So you're just mixing up a whole bunch of setups,
We're gonna get another multi-man show at SummerSlam.
like a battle royal.
Just no, just like how Mania everything was multi-man. It's gonna be the same
Oh,
thing for SummerSlam this year. They're gonna be like, we could get everyone on the show. It's 2 nights, and then everyone has to be in multi-man matches.
yeah. So you're saying a fatal 4-way for Doms?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to pin Dom clean, which is stupid because Dom is someone who can be pinned clean.
You can have
Because he's Dominic Mysterio and he's not
but he cooked though. He
goddamn
just beat Octagon
Goldberg.
Jr. and that's huge. That's huge. He beat one of Triple A's best.
I mean, is he? Like, we've got, like, El Hito, Dr. Wagner Jr., we've got, like, Vikingo, La Parca, but, like, even then, none of their first place,
Hey.
the show's really bad.
Hey.
But, like,
All I know is Dom.
he could have beat Iguana.
If he would have fought Iguana, he would have lost. Dom can't.
For sure.
Yeah, Dom can't.
That man sells way more merch than Dom could ever.
Yeah. Iguana versus the Iguana would have had the Iguana attack Liv, and then Dom would have had to fight it off.
But it was, I don't know, it shouldn't have been on the show. I would have just left it out.
Yeah, I don't think it should have been on the show, personally. But I mean, I was fine with the showcase of Dom. I think that was fine for me.
Now, the next match is when things started to pick up, in my opinion.
Becky
A
versus
lot.
Lyra. Becky versus
Very
Lyra.
good.
That was,
I think,
to me, hold on. To me, though,
yeah.
Good match. Very slow. Very
Oh.
slow. I thought it was very slow.
Oh,
It was just a normal match.
I don't think it was fun.
I think it was a normal match. It was a Raw match.
This felt like Seth Rollins' main event, like, kind of shtick he's had for a while. This felt like the same layout as what he's been doing lately.
It felt like Raw. It's
Like,
not their best one. I don't think it was better than the Saturday Night Main Event one.
I think it was better than that one.
I don't think it was better than that one, and I don't think it was better.
Is this because of how boring Becky's outfit was?
No. I actually liked the outfit. I thought that was cool. I just think it was just boring. I think this one so I have a thing when people are like, "Oh, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to hurt you." And this was basically the final one where she's like, "If I don't win, I don't challenge you, and if you win, you got to raise my hand, blah blah blah," saying that's stupid stuff. Right? Because that's what they were saying. This is the final one. The
This isn't
aggressive.
gonna be the final one. There's gonna be one
No,
more.
there's gonna be one more. But Lyra was like, "You tried to hurt me. Now I'm gonna hurt you." They didn't come out aggressive enough. It just felt normal.
I felt. What do you mean? They did like the manhandle slam off the top rope, manhandle slam
That's
onto the floor,
normal. That's
the
normal.
wings
You
onto the
didn't.
floor,
You
the
didn't.
almost
There
a
was
double
nice.
count
There was
out.
nice stuff. There was nice stuff. It wasn't like exciting. I'm not gonna go back and be like Becky Lyra. Becky Lyra 3 was the best out of the no out of the trilogy we have so far. The
I think
Saturday
it's the
night.
best one.
No, it's not. The Saturday night main event
Saturday Night
was
Main Event was good,
the
but
better
like I
one.
don't
And then
know,
I
they
put
were
the
close.
NXT one over this one.
I don't even remember that one. It's been so long.
Yeah. I just think maybe Becky Lyra 4, but Becky like no, leading up to it, perfectly good. I think this has been the best promo battles they've had in a while. Becky was eating, Lyra was eating. They were doing their thing leading up to it. During the match, I was just like, it's okay. I was kind of was out of it.
Yeah.
I could have been. I was on my phone a little bit on this match too.
Oh,
But
I
like
was not. I was locked in.
I was locked in, but like I was on my phone too, where I was like, it's not really holding me. There's nothing holding me.
Now, if you were to put a stipulation on this, what stip?
If I'm gonna do Becky Lyra, I think an Extreme Rules match. I would go
Extreme.
Extreme Rules.
I would do Last Woman Standing.
I don't think it's gonna
Or
fly.
if they push it off to Evolution, I think they could do a Hell in a Cell.
I was thinking Hella Steel or Steel Cage, but I
Hell
think
in a
an
Cell
Extreme
at
Rules.
Evolution would
I
make
would
sense.
want
If
to
they do it
see.
at Night of Champions, it will be a full
I think.
of
I think the way Becky
Last Woman
wrestles. I
Standing.
think the way Becky wrestles. Give her some kendo sticks. Give her a chair.
But Extreme Rules are always like bad in WWE. Like always. I can't think of the last like good Extreme Rules match.
Yeah, but like it would suit Becky though. It would suit Becky. If they get a Hell in a Cell, they're not gonna be doing nothing like crazy. It's not gonna look like Drew McIntyre, CM Punk.
Well, yeah, obviously not.
No, it's not gonna go that crazy.
No,
You
it will
gotta
never
give
go
it
that
something.
crazy.
You gotta give it something simple that it could work. A last woman standing. No one's gonna get a table thrown on them and get
Texas
buried
Death
under.
Match.
Give me an Inferno match, really.
Give me an Inferno
Give
match.
me an
Just call it a
Inferno
day.
match. Give me a.
Buried Alive.
I want to see a Buried Alive match so bad. I just thought about that the other day. I was like, we don't have a Buried Alive match. I want to see somebody get buried alive and then the dump truck comes out and. I want to see that. I would be cool with an ambulance match.
That'd be.
I'd be fine with an ambulance match.
What was our last ambulance match? The one with Julius Creed and
Was it
what's his
Creed
name?
Brothers?
What was that? Let me here. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I think last
No.
WWE ambulance match.
Was it?
Yeah. Was that NXT Halloween Havoc October 24? Ridge Holland versus Andre Chase, I guess, had one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That one was good. That one was solid.
I don't even remember it.
That one, it was okay.
Oh, the one I was thinking of was also Halloween Havoc, but it was Julius Creed versus Damon Kemp.
Oh, that one was not that good.
But it's sad because Julius Creed rules.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're on to the men's Money in the Bank.
This was good.
Yeah. Seth Rollins, Andrade, El Grande Americano, LA Knight, Penta, Solo Sikoa.
I think they missed out on having Chad Gable win.
He wasn't in the match.
Like, seriously. I mean, sorry, El Grande Americano winning.
Oh, okay. Ooh. That would have been a failed cash in, though.
After showing earlier in the night, though, it was, I mean, like, he did so good in that match against Vikingo. Where I think
El Grande didn't have that match. Are we talking about the same person? Sorry. I got to make sure we're on the same page here.
So, I think, let's say, hypothetically, they have very similar wrestling techniques. So I think someone with that wrestling technique,
yeah, like a
if they were, I think they could be rewarded with maybe a briefcase, a slight little something to put them on the card, a little more, like creeping closer and closer. No,
Why are you saying
no.
no?
Jey Uso is a champion. If he can be a champion, my fucking left toe can be a champion.
El
Chad
Grande
Gable,
or Chad Gable are not the longest reigning tag team champion ever. Oh, is that true?
I have never seen Jey Uso wrestle a main event match the way that Chad Gable wrestled a main event match that day.
That match was not that good. I tried to tell you this. I tried to tell you this. I tried to tell you this. I'm not saying Jey Uso's putting on bangers. And I'm not saying Jey Uso's the greatest champion
The
we've had.
second
You know
Jey
why?
Uso
You know
does
why
a
Chad
Mike
Gable?
Awesome
You know why
avalanche bomb,
Chad
I'm
Gable?
in.
I think Chad Gable is one of the best wrestlers we have right now. Is he a great performer as far as
Yes.
on mic skills?
He's better than Jey Uso.
Jey Uso got the
Jey
crowd.
Uso can't talk for shit.
4 letters, 1 word.
Yeah, he
4
can only say
letters,
one word
1
before he
word.
stumbles over his words. He forgets his lines every other week. He has his lines written for him and he forgets them.
Let me tell you something.
That's how bad
Chad
he
Gable's
is.
not hyping up the crowd like that though.
I'll tell you what, when he started climbing the ladder, when they went, the fireball ladders that went, and he made his way across, the crowd is in. The crowd is ready for it.
Kofi does that every time he's in a ladder match. Yeah,
And they're never that hyped for it. They're never
you're
that
lying.
hyped for it.
You're lying.
I was there when he still walked on a ladder. I was there when he broke a ladder in half and he used him as stilt walk.
You were 4
I
years
was
old.
in Arizona when he did that shit.
Old. You didn't even know where your chicken fingers were at the time. Don't even know. No, let me tell you something. I like Chad Gable. I like El Grande Americano. Do I think having the briefcase would have been a good idea? No. It should have went to LA Knight if it would have went to anyone other than Seth.
I agree. LA Knight's good.
Deserves a championship. LA Knight deserves a title opportunity.
No, he'll just lose the title opportunity. That's why he needs the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he does need the Money in the Bank. But
that's why he needs the Money in the Bank so bad. We're never going to have him go over clean.
I thought they were going to do the same thing they did for Jay with LA Knight. He didn't win the year he was supposed to win, so he'll win the next year. Jay didn't win. Or no, Jay didn't win.
LA Knight was supposed to win 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know. LA Knight was supposed to
He's been in the past 3.
I know. He was supposed to win.
And Damian Priest pushed him over the top.
You know what I got to say. You know Damian Priest my boy, so I can't be mad at that one. When he cashed in, I was lit.
Diabolical.
When he cashed in. You were happy too when he cashed in. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because I don't like Drew McIntyre. That was the only reason why.
I do think LA Knight should have won this. At this point, LA Knight's not.
LA Knight's never gonna win a championship.
He's never gonna win. But I am glad Seth did win though, because I knew Seth was gonna win.
I don't think Seth needs it.
I told you this. I said Seth's gonna win, and then Seth's gonna cash in and be champion.
I really thought Punk was going to win originally so that he could cash in to be one of John Cena's last matches.
We had that whole argument about
Punk
and I was like, Punk's not winning.
Here we are.
He should have fought. CM Punk should have fought Cena today or that day.
I agree. He should have wrestled that Money in the Bank.
Instead of this stupid tag match between.
Before we go on to the tag match, though, I want to talk a little more about this match.
Oh, we talk
I do think, yes. Braun and Bronson looked unreal.
I was hyped for the first off
that spear.
Yeah,
that
the camera
spear
was trash though.
Trash, but he fucking flew through Chad Gable.
He did. Horrible camera angle, and then every camera angle for his spears was trash. And I was like,
yes.
Can we get a clean? I just want one. Just give me one. The tsunami.
Finally got a tsunami out of Bronson.
That's all I need. Honestly, if they just come out, I don't care what Bronson can stand there and just wait for them to be like, "Hey, can you climb the?"
The Jacob Fatu heel turn was bad.
It was a face turn.
Or face turn, whatever it was bad.
Well, it was predictable.
I mean, it needed to happen, but it was bad.
It was predictable.
I think
them turned on him instead.
I think the best performer in this match was probably Andrade.
Andrade did a lot.
He did a lot in this match. I think he carried He carried a lot in this match.
Andrade carried a lot.
Chad took a lot of
No,
bumps,
no, no. You know who
but
else carried a lot? You know who else did a lot? Penta.
Penta,
Yep.
Penta also did a lot. I agree.
Andrade and Penta were the two I was like, they're doing every single thing.
Yep.
Solo didn't do a single thing in this match.
Nope.
Or LA Knight. LA Knight.
I forgot LA Knight was even the match.
Yeah, they didn't do a single thing.
He did that. That was okay. So the ending of this match, I hated. I thought it was the worst like ending to a Money in the Bank in a long time. Like the whole like Seth's going up and then LA Knight comes up to stop him, and all he does is like hit him with a normal move, and then continues to climb up the ladder, and then pulls it down.
And then I was like, "Oh, BFT climbs up and wins." I thought they were gonna do that because why'd you stop him?
Exactly. That's my thing. Like, what was the point in the first place?
I kept thinking CM Punk's music was gonna hit. So many times.
I did too.
I texted y'all. I was like CM Punk, and then it did not happen, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I was right that he was gonna win, but."
But like the spots in this match were good. Like the powerbomb to the outside or whatever happened to the outside ladder, the moving of the ladders across with El Grande, the sunset flip powerbomb, the dives to the outside, all of the stunts in this match were so good. Oh, the Mexican Destroyer onto the ladder.
I personally just think this whole Money in the Bank was not my favorite Money in the Bank.
No.
I think last year was a little more exciting.
I agree. Yeah. Oh, no, last year was a bad show as well.
The matches were exciting, though.
Decent. The women's match was really good. The men's match wasn't that good.
That was what I was...
Io accidentally hit a pile driver to Zoe from the top of the ladder.
So good.
That ruled. So that was great. So that was great.
So good. But I think if you have an outstanding Money in the Bank, the other one can flop. And I think because we didn't have an outstanding Money in the Bank either for either one, it just felt okay.
I feel like we had a ladder match recently that I felt like was really good, but I can't even remember what it was.
A ladder match recently?
Yeah. I might. Oh, the TLC at after Mania, the tag team TLC.
With the
much better than these.
Yeah. It's always the tag team TLCs are always going to be much better though.
Realistically, though, Seth is going to be the next champion. I'm excited in a way.
Failed cash-ins because I don't want to see failed cash-ins.
There's no way Seth gets a failed cash-in in my head.
So my prediction for this, right? Sammy turns, costing Jay.
Sammy is not turning.
Sammy's turning, costing Jay the match. Who's the only person that's going to be close enough to help? Because if you look at it, Seth, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed.
Yes.
You need a fourth. Okay. Because Sammy, CM Punk, Jay. So Sammy and CM Punk can handle Bronson Reed. You need a fourth person to bring in. I don't know who the fourth person to bring in is. You can also just have Sammy turn, which would make it 2 to 4. Either way, it's got to be more numbers. Seth's only going to win if they have a fourth person.
What if they don't do War Games this year?
You still need a fourth person. We're talking about the cash-in. I'm saying you need a fourth person for Seth to win this cash-in.
I don't think you do.
He's gonna come out with his dogs. He's gonna come
what
out with his...
What about Drew McIntyre?
Drew, I don't know what they're gonna do with Drew. It could be Drew.
Drew hates Seth. Drew hates Punk.
Drew hates everyone.
Exactly.
Drew hates everyone. I feel like that.
But yeah, I hate everyone. But the only person who could talk sense into me was Paul Heyman.
Drew and Paul Heyman is nice.
For years, he tormented me, but he always knew the right things to say.
I don't know if I'm feeling this. I don't know, because they wouldn't.
That's like Seth and Bronson, like the whole that thing happened and he's over with it. And I think.
What if he gets Roman? No, fucking with you. I'm messing with you.
What if we get a Roman retirement tour and it's just one night? That would rule.
Roman retirement?
Yeah, and it's just one night and he has to face Solo Sikoa and then his career's over.
Solo's Roman's last match. I'm here for it.
I remember for the longest time, people thought Solo was going to be the one to beat Roman. There was a time period where everyone was like, they're building him to beat Roman. This is it.
I was actually fine. I would be fine. Solo,
He's so dog shit now. That's what's crazy.
no. They're loving Solo's how Solo is acting right now.
Thank God I'm not they, so.
Yeah, they love it. They love how Solo was acting at Money in the Bank. They were like, Solo's so funny. He's doing good work. He's hilarious.
Crime.
That's what they were loving.
What else is the? Oh, and then I guess we do have the main event.
I hate the main event. I'm gonna come straight out and say it. Like 1/3, 4/3, 3/3, 3/4. I couldn't even think of the number. That's how bad it was. That's how bad my math was. 3/4 of that match I like. First off, stop doing tag matches as the main event. Let's get that out the way. Stop doing tag matches with the champions. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Cody and Jay, John Cena, Logan Paul, dumb match. Could it have potential to be good? Yes. Was it good? No. Was it a stupid match from the beginning? Yes. Why is Logan Paul fighting in the title picture? Dumb. Dumb as dumb. You could have gave the match to Saturday Night Main Event. You don't need 2 more matches after that. Why is Cody and John Cena not one-on-one? Is it too early? Yes, it's too early because they're not going to fight at SummerSlam.
They're fighting at SummerSlam.
And Cena's not going to lose.
Fortunately, Cena probably is losing.
Cena's not losing at SummerSlam. Oh, wait, no, he's only going to the end of 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not losing at SummerSlam. He's going to lose at day 1.
Wild.
December 31st, 2025, John Cena loses.
Here's my thing. This match was the first 2 quarters. I don't know if they forgot how to wrestle, what was going on, but nothing was working. They had that weird stare off at the middle where Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes were spinning around the ring like weirdos. And then we had like this weird like quarter of the match where like things were going right, but they were only doing like big spots. Like they did like the spear onto the table, the big springboard onto the table. Well, it's Jay. All his spears suck so bad.
Nice.
The springboard was nice. It was clean, but it's Logan Paul, so it's like, ugh. Yeah. And then like Cena didn't wrestle. Like really, this match, like
Cody didn't wrestle either.
Cody didn't wrestle.
Jay getting beat up.
And then, okay, so here's the thing. This is John Cena's. John Cena's a world ender, and we're bringing R-Truth back into this shit right now. You're telling me the same R-Truth who's jobbed out for 14 years straight, R-Truth? I don't give a damn. Ron Killings, R-Truth.
Ron Killings is different. That's a different person.
This man was a serious wrestler in 2001.
Nah, Capital Punishment.
He hasn't been.
2008. 2008.
No. That was 2011.
Oh,
that Capital Punishment.
Was it 2012?
You're saying he was a serious wrestler?
11 or 12?
He was 11. But you're saying he was a serious wrestler? He still had an imaginary friend called Little Jimmy at this time.
No, he was making fun of the Little Jimmies.
Still.
It wasn't good guy Little Jimmy.
You can't be serious.
He was blowing smoke in people's face.
I know. It was horrible.
Cigarettes on TV.
That's hard. But still,
he should have won that match. Honestly, I wholeheartedly was like, oh, R-Truth is going to win this match. Go back in time. Go back in time to me. I'm like, R-Truth's winning that match.
Here's my thing. He should not be in the world title picture right now. Sure, give him a serious end to his career. Let him wrestle like, who the hell is the U.S. champion right now and the Intercontinental champion?
You want him to fight Jacob Fatu?
Oh, he'd get killed. I guess Dom.
Dirty Dom just beat Octagon Jr. What are we talking about? Dirty Dom's on top of the world right now.
Here's my thing. Get him out of it. Like, have him be a managerial role. He should not be a part of this.
No.
I'm happy that he is still signed. It was not a work. They did not renew his contract, and then he had a strong enough case where they did end up
Resign.
offering him another contract later. But like,
Now he's gonna be on contract till he's 80.
yeah, and he's gonna have one of those weird Legends deal where he makes like 80K a year and just shows up for like
Yeah.
3 appearances.
Yep, and he's gonna be on the games.
Yep, and so it's fine. I don't care. He's gonna have one last run.
I
Just
I think I think.
stay away from World
Well,
Championships.
what's up with every match the major guys are in is always an interference. Every Triple H match is an interference. I have not seen,
Yep.
and like I have not seen a match no interference. Number one.
Jey Uso versus Gunther. Every Gunther match.
Every Gunther match is the same though. What are we doing? 20 power bombs. Nice. 4 sleeper holds. Elbows with the sleeper holds. Probably 2 lariats. And then 1 splash. 1 drop kick. And then that's it. Gunther do the same stuff. He does it and does the same promos. And I like Gunther.
Your favorite wrestler is John Cena, and you're talking about doing the same moves. This is insane.
Yeah,
As well as The Miz.
And the Miz.
Exactly. There's no room for barrier. This man doesn't even have a set finisher. Gunther doesn't even have a set finisher. That's
I'm
my
the main
king.
person that watched the UK out of both of us. Nobody in the UK's got a main finisher. They just finish the match however they feel like finishing the match.
What about the Torpedo Moscow?
That's recent. That's because he got over here to the. They were like, "Hey, you got to pick something. You got to pick something. All right, we don't just finish the matches off of an eye poke because you've been working the eye the whole night. All right, that's what they do over there. Okay. Now what I'm strictly saying is, this match was a waste of time. It was a two match pay-per-view. And everything else was just thrown together.
Hear me out. They should both relinquish their titles.
No, I want Cena to leave with the belt. And then we get a tournament for a new belt.
I think the Royal Rumble's going to be for a new title.
Yeah. I'm fine with... No, because then you'd have to have all the... Well, you'd have to... They had all the stars in the Rumble last year.
They do it every year, Da Vinci.
All the stars?
I really keep saying this is star-studded. It's every year is the Royal Rumble got everyone in it.
No, last year felt like everybody wasn't in a title match. It felt like we didn't have... Well, who was in the title matches last year? Who fought for the belts at Rumble?
Kevin and Cody. And then Gunther, I don't think, wrestled.
Okay, when I say it was like you had Roman... When the last time Roman was in a Rumble?
You're just saying this because Roman was actually in the Rumble.
Hey, Roman, Seth, Roman,
That's always in the Rumble.
Nah, but it felt different. It just hit different. You know how sometimes it just hit different. This one just hit.
It was different. A bad match too. Jey Uso won.
It hit different though. Yeah, okay, but like I mean, everybody was in it though. Damian Priest, we had like 20 world champions in that one. That's a lie. But we did have a lot. We at least had like 12.
All right. Here's what I'm ending on. WWE, please change everything. This World Championship scenario is not good. Have Jay get cashed in on before SummerSlam. Seth be the champion. Get John Cena to turn face. It is horrible.
You're looking at the wrong... Oh, no. I don't want to hear that from you. You guys... We're so hyped for Cena being heel. Now that Cena's
and he did bad. Now
that Cena's being heel, it sucks. And I said it would suck. Jay,
you were right. I'll admit it.
Yeah,
Jay is the one in the wrong. Jay is the one bad.
He's doing okay. He's doing his job.
No, he is not.
He's doing his job. Jay is doing solid. I won't say.
I cannot wait for him to lose his title.
I will not say. I want Seth to have the belt. I would not say take it off. He's beating Gunther tonight, by the way. I would not.
He's not. It's gonna be interference.
It probably will be. But I will not say take the bet off Jay right now. Cena, you can take the bet off Cena right now. We don't need Cena to have it. Get Logan Paul out of the title picture. Make sure Naomi does not fail to cash in. Dirty Dom, keep doing what you're doing. Just give him a real opponent.
Dom's had a horrible title reign.
Give him a real opponent. Give him somebody. I don't care who it is. Give him a real story. If you're going to give him Finn, please just hurry up and do this. Hurry up and break Judgment Day up.
Fatu.
Hurry up.
They gotta. Oh, Jacob Fatu has to end this solo story before SummerSlam. No way it goes to
100%.
SummerSlam.
100%. And Becky Lyra, y'all could. I guess we can get Becky Lyra 4.
Keep going forever, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, please like the video, comment on the video, let us know how y'all felt about Money in the Bank. Let us know what you guys' thoughts on the title picture, and we'll see y'all later.